I have no crab infestations or I'll just tell you this much. If you're going to come into my biome to mess with me, you better have gills.
What's up, everyone? Tiger Stacker here. Really awesome interview with a really awesome YouTuber. He started about the same time as Yankee Stacking and Silver Dragons. He was doing a really great job and then disappeared for a while. Why? He wanted a wife. Now he's come back with more energy and vitality than ever before. He's collected precious metals from all over the globe, which is why I think he chose his name of International Stacker. He's extremely inventive, has a great deal of high energy, especially with his live streams. He's a lot of fun, which is the biggest reason I like going to his channel, and I think most of you will agree with me. Please keep in mind, we are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence to make up your mind for what is best for you using your hard-earned money. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my guest, International Stacker.
What's up, Tiger Stacker? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, dude. I can't believe it's finally here.
Well, thank you for having me on. I see a bunch of crustaceans in the chat. You got part of the story right, part of it a little bit right, and part of it a little wrong. So let me know when you're ready. And I'm ready to answer your questions. I've heard you've worked with maybe Wolf Blitzer and some other personalities to get the hardest hitting questions for me here tonight. So I'm here. I'm yours. I'm going to answer it. And I might tell everybody a little bit later about a bunch of silver, gold, and copper I'm giving away in the not too distant future.
That's awesome. Before we get started, I want to set the studio with things that you like, such as silver and gold.
Okay, let's see what you got.
They're right here. But I also found out that over time, you also like to stack other things, particularly things that are green and red.
Ah, candles. Okay, I like it. I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, you like the candles just as much as you like the gold and the silver.
I mean, did you ever know you could have so much fun watching red candles turn green, then red, then green again?
Oh, yeah, and I'm still amazed that that baby tiger call actually works.
The baby gator. Yeah, it works 90% of the time, every time, some scientists say.
That's what I have found out. The other thing I want to point out is before I step into my channel role, I need to point out something because I worry about you, dude.
Why so?
I'll show you why, okay?
Uh-oh. What do you got for me?
Now, this is a prescription for 1% permethine, otherwise known as NICS. Apply to all areas of the body, leave for 10 minutes, then rinse. 1 tube for the patient and 1 tube for Mrs. IS. Refill many to stop the epidemic.
I am not getting rid of my crabs, Tiger Stacker. I am not getting rid of the crabs.
Also, you have to keep in mind, with my role as a physician, I have to live by certain ethics, which includes I have to send a letter. This is going to the Center for Disease Control regarding crab epidemic.
No.
I am reporting an epidemic of the newest form of typhoid Mary. But instead, this man known as International Stacker is spreading crabs.
It's true.
They are going everywhere. And since he's international, soon it will be a pandemic.
Oh, man.
Please contact the World Health Organization and contact the U.S. Congress to allocate funds for an immediate surge in the production of 1% promethazine, otherwise known as NICS, for the fight of this infestation. In addition, will you please contact Governor Ron DeSantis to mobilize the National Guard to contain this threat to humanity at his home, International Stacker, Bunker, Key West, Florida. Thank you. Sincerely, Dr. Tiger.
Oh, my goodness. Tiger, I don't know what you get your information from. I have no crab infestations or Okay, I like it. That's fun. Okay, you're reporting the Crustacean Nation and infestation spreading the world, the globe. And you know, I started this channel making my name International Stacker because I was living overseas at the time. I was living in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, traveling around, and that's how I came up with the name International Stacker. I've got silver and gold from around the world. And one of the coolest things ever, especially on the live streams, literally have people tuning in from around the world. It's a band of merry crabs. We have a good time. And, you know, what the channel is all about is just bringing people together with one central love. I don't talk about politics on my channel. I talk about geopolitics because that can affect gold and silver. But I don't talk about politics. I don't really talk about religion and other things. I don't talk about things that could naturally divide people. For me, I want to bring us all together by our common love, and that's gold and silver. So that's what we try to do on the International Stacker channel.
We don't need to be divided.
Yes.
We need to be unified and protect each other and build our community locally as well as internationally.
Exactly. Please smash a like for Tiger Stacker. He's the only guy on the internet. Show him your hands again. He's the only guy I know that actually has tiger hands on his videos. That's pretty unique. So make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you smash that like button. So what do you got for me, Tiger? You got some hard-hitting questions? What you got going on here?
You started a little bit of my first question, which was a basic question. How did you get into YouTube and start a channel?
Okay, so I was living overseas at the time, and I started in cryptocurrency. A lot of people don't know this. And if you look at some of my earlier videos, and my channel's been around for nearly 10 years now, I have a early video showing my Bitcoin mine in the Middle East. So I was mining Bitcoin and doing all the cryptos before it was super popular. And I ended up doing pretty well in that and turned a lot of into physical gold and silver. But at the time, I was contracted in the Middle East, and there's a young American guy there, similar to me at the time. And I told him about crypto, and I taught him how to mine it. And he says, I'm a stacker. I'm like, what's a stacker? He's like, I stack gold and silver. So if you know me, you know I go deep into things, do a ton of research. So I went down the rabbit hole of like, what's stacking, what's gold and silver, and it clicked. I was watching it. I watched Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money. If you guys haven't watched that, you got to watch. Like, it clicked. I did a ton of research, figured things out. So then I went full blown stacker. Now, during that time, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and one of my favorite YouTubers back then, he was the biggest on the internet. He would do massive unboxings, 100 ounces, 500 ounces, 1,000 ounces. His name was Silver Slacker. So I saw him. He had a channel. Some of the originals I saw, like Losing Louie and Julius Maltby, and some of the original OG silver and gold YouTubers. And I'm like, well, shoot, like, I'm traveling the world. I'm here in the Middle East. I was literally going to the markets and doing crazy stuff just to get some of this physical gold and silver. So I'm like, I might as well just put it on video and kind of chronicle my adventure. And the cool thing is, on my channel is you literally see me from my very first unboxing to now. And literally all the things I've learned, I've shared along the way, all the mistakes, all the wins, all the fails. You've all experienced it with me live, including searching for that Mrs. International Stacker. You alluded to in the beginning that I kind of like disappeared for a little bit. And a part of that was definitely doing what I wanted to do, which was start a family, find Mrs. IS and all that. But actually, I was working as a contractor in emergency management work. And what really took me off the radar is at the start of COVID, I was helping with the COVID response in a few different states. And I was literally working 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. So my content went dramatically down during COVID, where a lot of content creators went dramatically up, right? Because everyone's on lockdown, hanging home. So that's kind of when I fell off the map there for maybe a couple years. Going into that big hurricane season, I was busy again. But then I came back with a vengeance, found Mrs. IS, and here we are today.
Yeah, I was so proud of you when you found her. You had two videos, one where you're showing her engagement ring, and the other one you're up on the Ferris wheel. When you came back from all that, you came back hard.
Oh, I came back with a vengeance, my friend. I've been hitting it. I've been putting out hundreds of videos a month if you count shorts. It's been crazy.
Oh yeah, plus your live streams.
Yeah. And the live streams are like, so I was doing a live stream every Sunday, and I was just like talking and hanging out and having different topics. But then when gold and silver started heating up, I started like covering some of the the different aspects of it. And then people really liked that format. They were getting a lot of people watching. So I was like, okay. And it's kind of evolved to where I'm at now. So what I've learned with YouTube as a creator, if you do something and it's popular, it means people want to watch that. So it means you should do more of that content. So I got good response to the live stream about the market. So I did it again, and then I did it again and made it better. I did it again and made it even better. Made my setup better for live streaming. So that's what I do now. I stream every morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the COMEX Silver and Gold Market Open. And I stream most evenings, either the market close at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5:30 or 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can find me on day or night. So make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications. But you should definitely subscribe to this guy. Well, I got to point this way. This guy right here, Tiger Stacker.
I appreciate. Actually, you had it right in the first direction, but maybe it looks differently on your computer.
Yeah, I think it gets mirrored.
And that brings me to one of my questions. Like I said, I've been watching you doing the market analysis with the candles, and I really wasn't aware of what these candles were meaning. I've been looking into it. How did you get into the candles, or did you take a course in day trading or something?
Back in the day, I did start to get into day trading, and I got kind of into that world for a little bit. So that's when I started to learn like some general technical analysis, what things mean, what the colors mean, what these different indicators are. And then over the years, just with gold and silver, everything else, I've kind of like learned more, gotten more involved with it until where I'm at the point today where I do multi-hour streams with it. So learned it back in the day from day trading, crossed over to gold and silver, and then really just kept honing those skills and building up on it to the point we're at today. And I don't know if you saw it, but you actually got a super chat from Stacking Surfer, and they're saying, I think we need a short showing Tiger, Andy Crab surfing a silver wave.
Oh, that's really awesome, especially like anything that has to do with the Second Amendment.
How about a silver lobster?
Does that mean that you're turning your back on the crabs? You're now becoming lobsterized?
No, I mean, but we're friends with all crustaceans, and you know. We're friends with all crustaceans.
So how did you come up with the idea of crabs and Crustacean Nation?
Like the same way all my channel lore happens. And if you watch my channel, the channel lore runs so deep on the channel. It is crazy how deep the lore actually goes on there. And most of it is from them trolling me. So I have a song I came out with called Chasing That Mill, M-I-L-L. And people keep saying it's Chasing That MILF, M-I-L-F. I think most people know what that acronym means. So I'm actually coming out. I have merchandise. I have a merch store with the Crustacean Nation. I'm actually coming out with a shirt now that says Chasing That M-I-L and then asterisk, right? The Crustacean, I was live streaming from Maryland, eating my first blue crab ever. And I don't know if you remember, but back in that time, like the crab rave video on YouTube was super popular, getting millions of views. Okay. It was like crabs dancing to this music. So I was making this crab dance back and forth, and I was like humming that song on a live stream at this restaurant. And then I was making the crab talk, talking about like the Megagon stuff. Well, then what happened is on subsequent live streams, the crustaceans, they would flood the chat with crabs every time I do a live stream. It was kind of like a troll. And then eventually I just accepted it, and the Crustacean Nation was born. So pretty much everything on the channel has been born from just something funny that's happened on the live stream, like the baby gator call. That happened when I was live streaming in Boca Raton, Florida. It was gator infested waters. People wanted me to try to call a gator, so I tried, and then a big iguana jumped from a tree and gave me a heart attack. So again, it's just all funny channel lore from different things that happen on live streams. I'm like, the baby gator call actually worked. Oh wait, no, it's an iguana. Okay, I'm good. Yeah. And I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite YouTubers was Silver Slacker, and this was one of his pours he did. See how it says Slacker? And this was a collaboration he did, stamped Silver Slacker on the back. So he was one of the OGs. If you guys go look at his channel, Silver Slacker, his unboxings were absolutely insane and legendary.
Let's see if you can recognize any of the pourers in here.
Yeah, I saw you have Silver Slacker right there. That one, that tiger you just put on.
No,
I believe that's either a 3 or 4 ounce from Silver Slacker. Or did you make that?
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so Silver Slacker. Oh, nice. Silver Dragons made it. Silver Slacker actually made, from down low, it looked like it. He actually had limited edition tiger heads just like that made.
Oh, wow.
And if we're talking Silver Dragons, first off, his first giveaway he ever did was this American silver eagle, and I won this from him. And then I made a video taking it to Egypt and putting it in King Tut's like literal tomb.
Oh wow!
Here's a Silver Dragons piece. At the time, it was his largest pour. This is 19.7 ounces. I got a bunch of his stuff.
Well, this dog head was actually from Silver Dragons.
Nice.
And I made this one. It's not as good. I'm still working on my technique.
So this is a Silver Dragons piece right here I'm holding.
Oh, yeah.
I've got some of his really old pieces. I have to dig in here, but I got some of his like first pours. It's hard to find stuff. I can never find it when I want to, but I've got a bunch of his old stuff in here somewhere.
I'm going to show you a couple new pieces here.
Okay. Oh,
one's
cool.
On my channel, one's on my wife's channel.
Nice.
The reverse is the same. I've been working on this project for a little over a year.
Awesome.
I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to be making them in bigger amounts. And also, I've been working on it in the 1/10 ounce variety.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah, the 1/10 ounce is a little easier. I need to get myself a stronger press than what I got, though. The 10 ounce press will make the 1/10 ounce impressions, but I want to get something a little more powerful.
And do you actually pour silver as well, I think? Right? You pour or no? Here we go. Look at this. Yeah, I thought you poured. That's cool.
This one's one of mine. It's 14.45.
Nice.
This is a poured 2 ounce channel round and my wife's 2 ounce channel round. Dude, I'm not going to let you ever leave.
That's funny. You got to stay.
Who says you need to stay with the wife? I mean, come on. You run a very high energy level, especially when you're doing lives. How do you keep up the energy, dude?
Dude, honestly, it's just natural. Like, I get excited. That's why I have my countdown with the music. I actually like hypes me up and I'm like ready to go. I don't know. I mean, I've always just had fun. I like to make people laugh. I'm usually like the group of friends that goes out. I'm kind of just the funny one, like just making people laugh about funny things. It's just kind of my personality. And then when I get excited, I just go kind of wild. And I think it translates to a pretty fun live stream. I don't know. What do you think? You watch some of them.
I watch some more than what I let you know. I'm not a morning person normally. I've been getting different treatments I need to get in the morning. You know, you're keeping me awake. You know, you're doing your thing. I'm listening in. You're better than coffee.
I appreciate it. You know what the cool thing is? I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that they literally listen to the show as they're driving to and from work. And it's almost, I almost feel like I'm running a radio show sometimes. And it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And they're making it rain on you. Future Mo just hit you with the $5 super chat saying Crab Nation versus Tiger Nation.
That brings me to a very interesting question.
Okay.
And we're always talking about crab claws, the diamond claws. So what do you think is any better? Is it going to be crab claws or tiger claws?
I'll just tell you this much. If you're going to come into my biome to mess with me, you better have gills. And last I heard, tigers cannot survive underwater. So you just put one little claw in the water. Crustaceans are going to pile on you till there's so many of them. You're going to fall into the depths. And then unless you get rescued, you're going to be in trouble, my friend.
He's got 4 of them. Oh my God. Dude, I was going to get him.
Dude, Stacking Surfer just hit you saying that's why you need a surfer in the mix. I can throw both of y'all on my board and we can all take a little ride.
Is your surfboard that big?
I mean, crabs are small, man. I can ride on your back, dude. What's the most people you've ever had in a live stream, Tiger? Are we close? Are we close to your all-time high? We're at 104 right now. 107. Are we close?
Can you believe it that you actually beat Silver Dragons? He was the one.
Let's go, Crustaceans! We beat Silver Dragons. Let's go! Yeah, I believe so. That was a great show, by the way. I was able to catch a good portion of it. Great show. Thank you for the shout out in there too. That was pretty cool. Oh, and KTM just hit you with a super chat saying, "Do tiger paws regrow?" The answer to that is no. Tiger paws don't. Maybe claws, yeah. But remember, crustaceans, we can lose legs and claws and they'll regenerate. So we've got a little bit of an advantage there.
You know why, though, don't you? Because they're a more fundamental animal.
There you go. Look at that. This is the baby gator. Someone sent this to me in the mail. Baby gator.
Oh, isn't that great?
The same person also sent me this. Daisy.
Oh, Daisy. I love Daisy.
Yeah.
So which one do you like better, Daisy or Viola?
I mean, Daisy's one of the matriarchs of the channel. Viola's fun. And see, that's just another thing that started out as kind of a meme and it's taken on a life of its own. Viola. Anyone single in the chat? Anyone looking for a girl? She's strong. She lives in Poland, Germania. Viola. Come to a live stream if you want to see what she looks like.
What recommendations would you give a new stacker or an established stacker that has limited funds?
I'm going to tell you guys how to get free silver, and then I'm going to give my recommendation. So there's at least 3 ways to get free silver. And a few tricks. Way number 1 to get free silver is be subscribed to my channel and win something in the mega giveaway. That's the first way. But there's machines in the United States and some other countries have them. They're called Coinstar machines. They're green and they're in most grocery stores. And if you go look, they've got a reject tray about 2/3 of the way down on the machine, like an old arcade game. Every time I go to the grocery store, I check it. 90% of the time I find coins in there. Now, probably 98% of the time they're just foreign coins or other rejects, which are still fun to look at. But a couple percent, you'll find silver in there because the Coinstars will reject silver coins, 90% silver down there. So that's way 1 to get absolutely free silver. You had Silver Dragons not on long ago, and how he started out is he would recycle cans, save up that money or that currency, right? Because it's not money, it's paper fiat currency, right? It's every time, the 100% failure rate with this stuff in life. But he would recycle cans to start stacking. Okay, there's more ways to get free silver called coin roll hunting, and I've got videos on it, but basically you search coins and you can find silver ones. And I've only always coin roll hunted 50-cent pieces just because I feel like it's worth your time, the most bang for your buck there. So that's another way to get free silver. And then the number one lesson I've learned in my stacking career, and I have a video of my top 5 mistakes for silver stacking, let the deals dictate your buys, for the love of God. And what do I mean by that? Like when I first started, I wanted Morgan silver dollars so bad, but they were so expensive at the time. So I was like, you know what? I saw the deal for coal, CULL, which means there's problems with it. They could have holes in it. They could be chipped. They're just like secondary market, not good, right?
True.
So I bought some coal Morgans and I ended up regretting it, spent too much money. I got a few other things, spent too much money. So then I figured out, I came to an epiphany when I was in a coin shop in Arizona and I was literally buying as many Morgans as I wanted for $16 a piece. So I finally learned, let the deals dictate your buys. And if you let the deals dictate your buys, you're going to end up with everything you wanted anyway. Because remember, we're not stacking for 1 month or 1 week or 1 year. Gold and silver is not a good investment. And I'm not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But gold and silver is not good for a short-term investment. Some people can make it work and flip something and do really well, but that's not common. So if you're stacking for the long term and you let the deals dictate your buys, you're going to end up with everything you want. Look at COVID. 90% silver, and I've got some in that giveaway I'm giving away soon. 90% silver was at a multi-dollar premium over spot. Now you can get 90% silver for under spot, like some places significantly under. So if you're letting the deals dictate your buys, you wouldn't have bought any 90% then when there's a premium. You'd be buying 90% right now while there's not a premium. And guess what? I can dang near guarantee in the future, things will change again. 90% will get premium back again. It'll be something else on sale. So what am I doing right now? I'm buying stuff like these Inglehards for very close to spot. I'm getting stuff like semi-numismatic coins from Perth Mint and stuff very close to spot because you can get great deals on it. And in the future, those premiums are going to return. So if you let the deals dictate your buys, you're eventually going to end up with everything you want. And yes, you have all this super expensive poured silver. That stuff has such a crazy premium. A lot of this poured silver I bought in places like APMEX and other online bullion dealers at Black Friday. A lot of them would do spot deals for poured silver on Black Friday. So I do that. How about this? This premium Scottsdale silver, always a pretty expensive premium on them. But if you follow their eBay shop, now guys, be careful on eBay. There's a lot of fakes on eBay. There's even some fakes on Whatnot. One of my viewers got scammed for 2 ounces of gold just the other day on Whatnot, unfortunately. But this Scottsdale silver always carries a premium. And I wanted these bars so much. And then I found out once every 3 months, they do a sale 99 cents over spot. So I bought all these 20-ounce Scottsdale bars I wanted so bad for 99 cents over spot, just waiting for the deals, letting the deals dictate my buy. So that's kind of like how to get free silver. And also too, that's kind of your approach on how to get all the silver you're going to end up wanting to get anyway for pennies on the dollars when you're talking premium. And like, it's worked for me. It's worked for a lot of other people. And stack within your means, trade within your means. The last thing you want to do is, it's going to go to 500 guaranteeing this year. I saw it by someone, so I'm going to go get a credit card, 0 interest for a year and max it out and I'll be able to pay it off. No problem. Don't do stuff like that. Stack within your means, trade within your means, because the last thing you want to do is have to sell. And remember, even one silver dime at a time literally builds a tower.
Yeah, that's so nice. That looks almost like a Spartan shield.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like concave. It's the Vault Coin Shop in I think Chicago or somewhere. I think this was made by, what's their name? Wild Pig. Is it Wild Pig? Something like that. Yeah, Wild Pig made that.
That looks like it was another Silver Dragons one.
This is a so back when there was a lot of YouTubers pouring, there's doesn't seem to be as many pourers right now. But whenever I'd see a community member pouring, especially the bigger my channel got, I would just always buy a few pieces off of every single community pourer I could find. One, to support them, and then 2, shout them out on the channel, but 3, just like share the love of silver with everybody, right? And like this crab I just got here, it was gifted to me from the St. Jude's auction. BH Customs made this, and he does great work. Look at this crustacean. Oh, yeah. It's $9.99. It's like 28 grams or something. So a lot of community workers, people do a lot of good work, and I actually have Backyard Bullion coming on my channel Monday morning for the live stream, and my first mega giveaway ever. My channel is famous for the mega gaw, right? And I've given away multiple kilo bars of silver on that. Look at this puppy here. This is my first mega giveaway ever. He made me 2 of these. I picked them up by hand in England. It says International Stacker on it, has the hallmarks. So there's one more of these floating out around there somewhere. It was the very first major prize I gave away on my channel.
I didn't get to go to England, but he did make me a star.
Nice. And I love the hallmarks on there, guys. Those hallmarks you see there, those little stamps under the weight on Tiger Stacker's star there, that's from the Edinburgh Assay Office, and that assay office is the same office that's done literally kings and queens silver assaying for literally hundreds, if not 1,000+ years. Really cool history.
He sent me a few things, but this one's my favorite because it's nice and big and chunky.
Yeah, you want to hear something funny? I bought this piece off of him, and he was laughing because I bought this piece off of him near 4th of July. It's an eagle. It takes a second to see it because it's so shiny.
Oh,
and he was laughing. He's like, I sold an eagle to an American on 4th of July. So he found that kind of funny. So this is Pit Bullion. He was really active on YouTube back in the day. And another guy named The Bear. I'm not sure if he's still around, but I won this on one of his giveaways. And this always reminded me of like maybe the type of bar that's supposed to be in the Federal Reserve. But doesn't this look like some kind of crazy bar you might find in there if it was huge?
Now, this is not so much a pour. It's made the way most coins or rounds are made. And I'm working on perfecting that. Oh, I like that one.
This?
Yeah.
There was like a treasure hunt, and I teamed up with people that were on the ground in Michigan and a few other people, and I was helping remotely, and we're trying to find the treasure. And the gentleman that we did it with, he had these made for the whole team. They're silver. It's pretty cool. Team Crab 2020. Hey, do you sell silver? Do you have a shop people could go and look and buy from you, or do you not do
I'm
that?
wanting to get a shop made. I wouldn't mind getting a store set up. I'm planning on making a bunch of 1/10-ounce rounds, and then when I get a stronger press, making the 1-ounce round varieties. I don't mind making pours for people if they want. They can send it to me on my PayPal, which is off my email, thetigerstacker@gmail.com. And if they want to, they can contact me and we can come up with an agreed upon price and I'll make it for them.
Smash that like.
I love our community. Dude, I've been following the people I've loved from the very beginning. And you too. In fact, when you disappeared, I was a little brokenhearted. You know, I've been watching everyone, including starting from my very first YouTube teacher, Lynette Zhang.
Oh, she's great.
She's
Yeah,
beyond great. I actually had her on the channel a few times.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, she's great.
She's going to be coming on at least 1 or 2 more times. And then I found Yankee, and then I found Silver Dragons, and I can't remember, I have 3 people who I started following. I followed you. I think I started following you when you did that piece where you went to Harry's coin shop with Silver Dragons, and you had that really funky car with those doors.
Yeah, I rented that to have fun because I knew I was going to be filming with Silver Dragons. But yeah, guys, for those who don't know, the very first time Silver Dragons went in Harry's coin shop is both of us together. So it's pretty cool to see how that series has gone, and Harry and Adrian and the shop. And it's been so cool to see those videos thrive and for kind of the window to be opened, right? So Yankee with Tim and Silver Dragons there with Harry, kind of opening the door to what it's like to be a silver and gold bullion dealer and have your own coin shop. And I'm sure people have gotten motivated to maybe start their own from that. So I think that's such cool content.
Talk about your collab with Reckless.
I was doing my silver road trip across America, and I drove across the whole United States with Rat Stackers, Pet Rats, Popcorn, and Houdini. And I was at a coin store in Amarillo, Texas, filming there. And that was stout gold and silver. And I bought this piece there, Silver Savages by Reckless Metals. And he had a lot of cool Reckless Metals pieces. I'm like, oh, I need to get it. So I got them. Then I checked them out. I'm like, oh, it's really cool. So then one time we're doing a live stream. And when I end my live streams, every once in a while, I like to do what's called a crab raid. And I like to try to find small creators that are live to flood them with crabs, hit the like button, and kind of help the algorithm to find them and recommend them more, right? And there was a small channel streaming. It was Reckless Metals, but I didn't realize it was the Reckless Metals. So we went on it. It was the real Reckless Metals. So as a thank you, he sent me 4 of these. These were 1-ounce Rolos, limited edition, only 4 in creation. This is the prototype. And I gave away 3 and kept the prototype. Well, the crustaceans demanded them. So we're making a brand new collaboration piece that's going to be sold by Reckless Metals, made by Reckless Metals. We're working on the design and collaboration right now. He's getting the dies made. So there is a collaboration with Reckless Metals coming soon. More information to come. It's going to be amazing. And I've got a trick up my sleeves that's making it a little bit slower, but we've got a trick up our sleeves that you guys are really going to love.
What's that?
I can't tell you. It's a trick up my sleeve. If I told you the trick up my sleeve, it wouldn't be up my sleeve anymore. So I can't tell you that yet.
I should be able to see the trick because you don't have any sleeves on.
It will get leaked. it will get leaked sooner than later.
Understood. So let me ask you this. Outside of physical precious metals, did you invest in anything outside the precious metals? What was or is your investment strategy?
I actually stack tiger fur, so I'm gonna need your address. Well, no, kidding. I do mining stocks. I do gold and silver mining stocks because my thought process was, if I believe gold and silver is gonna do what I think it is, and I believe that, and I still believe that none of the fundamentals have changed, then I saw the opportunity to get into mining stocks as a leveraged play against that. I've always looked at gold and silver as not like a true investment per se at the time of a hedge against of inflation, a way to preserve your buying power. But I had been saying for years that I believed we're coming to a once in a lifetime, a once in a generational opportunity where gold and silver were going to become like a traditional investment. And boy, have they. I've like 5x from where I started, which has been amazing. But I was always looking at mining stocks and being like, well, that could be an opportunity to get additional leveraged play on that, especially if I believe so strongly in it. I did not buy my first mining stock until I got my stack to the point where I was happy, which I believe was somewhere around 4,000 ounces before I bought my first mining stock. But I now invest in maybe 10 different companies, and it's nothing crazy, but like maybe every payday or I get some extra cash or there's a dip, I'll add a few more shares here, a few more shares there. And I've recently diversified a little bit. I have 2 uranium stocks that I've had on and off for the last couple of years because I do believe there's opportunity there. And I recently bought into a copper company just because of all the rebuilding that's going to happen around the world, modernizing our electrical grid. There was just a I forget, was it more than $1 billion that was awarded by the United States government to build power plants and stuff that's going to need silver and copper. So that's the kind of stuff I invest in. I'm not in like the S&P 500 or anything like that. I used to be, but I moved my positions out of those because I feel like there's a big correction coming in the market soon. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But right now my main investments are physical gold and silver mining stocks, some uranium, some copper plays, and a few other things here and there. But that's my love right now and focus is this stuff right here.
I'm tickled that you have so many good friends who do such great work with the poors.
Yeah, this is Bullion right here. He's part of a group called the Metals Mafia. He was very active on YouTube. I'm not sure if he is anymore or not, but
that
he's like
almost looks like a Bunker Bullion piece.
Almost, yeah. And Bunker Bullion, Hi-Ho Silver was kind of like hung out with that crew all the time. And I've got a bunch of Hi-Ho Silver pieces around here somewhere.
Me too. I love his stuff. What I wouldn't do to get more of it. I love that stuff even more so I love the Scottsdale mint.
Dude, I've got a crazy prototype bar from him. It's called a Bunker Buster. It's a 10 ouncer. I'd have to dig it out, but it is like crazy. Some Bunker Bullion right here, Hi-Ho Silver. He recently has been having a fight with cancer as well.
Yes,
he kind of stood down selling, but last I heard he's doing okay. He's plugging along. He's fighting. So he's selling some stuff here and there. So this is him, Hi-Ho Silver.
And if you want, I'll go get it. It's just down the hall.
Tiger Stacker's a great guy, great content. That's why I agreed to come on here. And here he is. What do you got here? Explain it.
I'm getting down to the Bunker Bullion stuff.
That's nice stuff.
Oh yeah, here's some Bunker Bullion. I have them all the way up to 5 ounces. He does amazing work. He is like the king of shine.
I'm looking for my Bunker Buster right now. You're gonna be so jealous when I pull this thing out,
dude. I've been jealous ever since I found YouTube.
Just wait for this. It is. Where is it? Where is it?
Blackbeard. That's not from
Nice.
Bunker Bullion. It's beautiful. Here's one of my Reckless pieces.
Awesome.
And to commemorate one of our fallen soldiers, Jim Forsyth from Citizens for Sound Money, he made this.
Nice. That's awesome.
I've been blessed to have them on the show quite a few times. Oh, here's another one from Hi-Ho. Hi-Ho, I had him on the channel. He's a really awesome guy.
I found it as the last box I checked. I'm getting it out for you, Tiger. So I got a couple of fun things to show you.
Yeah.
One, do you remember when these came out? COVID?
Yeah. I wasn't stacking it in 2019 and 20. It started 21, but I've seen some of those.
You know, your boy got the COVID. I got the COVID-19 bar. That was a fun one.
Oh,
here's
one of
those. Here's another fun one I just saw. The Valiant Royal British Mint. By the way, did you hear the drama about that? They sold some Britannias that were stamped 999 silver, and they actually weren't silver. I put out a whole tweet and stream on that.
What were they?
75% copper, 25% nickel. It was a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Since you've got your Tiger hand here, I'm going to show you this Bunker Buster.
Oh.
Hold up. This is a special prototype I bought from him back in the day.
You're upside down, dude.
Oh, I am. There we go. It's 20 ounces.
Nice.
Look at the stratification on the side here. Look at that.
Oh.
Isn't that nasty?
Oh yeah. That
I
had to
love
been
that.
early on because he never makes those little defects anymore.
It is so cool. He only had like 3 of them, and I had to like message him to get it.
Wow.
Very cool stuff.
I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
He actually made my very first channel rounds.
Awesome.
Until I started learning how to do some things myself. What advice would you give a new YouTuber who wants to be successful but also help our community?
Well, first off, only do it if it's a passion, and whether that's helping the community, helping to spread information about gold and silver, whatever you're making it on, you have to be passionate about it, because if you're not passionate about it, you're going to give up. It took me like a year and 100 subscribers, or a year and 100 videos to get my first 100 subscribers. Now, it's easier today to get subscribers than it was back then. Back then, it was very, very tough. But consistency, and do it on a topic that you love. It's a kind of the same suggestion they give to people going to get their doctorate degree. Only do it in something you love, because otherwise you're going to quit.
Tiger said, yo, let's take a ride. Crab went clicking right by his side. Coin shop trip, we're on the hunt. Rare used coins, yeah, that's what we want. Bell goes ding as they walk inside. Shelves full of history, shiny with pride. Ain't no penny silver, something unique. Crab found a coin, hey, take a peek. Tiger grinned, man, that's a score. Maybe there's just a couple more. Laughing, searching side by side. Best friends on a treasure ride. Out they go, sunset glow. Share it all, love goes broke. Rare or not, it's plain to see. Best part was the company of seats. Rare or not, it's plain to see. Best part was the company,
Same thing with YouTube. So find something you're passionate about, keep plugging away, and consistency is key.
Before closing, what's new on the horizon for International Stacker? And for those who don't know you, I'll leave contacts in the description below.
You know, thank you for that. And thank you for inviting me on here, Tiger. I've had such a great time. What's
Me
new
too.
for me? I don't know. I'm just kind of like some dude on the internet with crabs, you know? I'm just kind of experiencing gold and silver. I'm sharing with you guys my entire journey. I've got over 2,000 videos documenting my entire journey from my very first unboxing to now. So what's new? More adventures. I'm planning a trip to Australia and New Zealand, maybe early next year. Doing a lot of fun stuff with like my Mrs. International Stacker Coffee mass release coming out soon. We've got some collabs with gold and or not gold, but silver items and different stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of just having fun with the Crustacean Nation, and stuff comes up in chat. People ask questions. It leads to other new cool and awesome things. What I can tell you is I'm going to keep stacking. I'm going to keep streaming, and I'm going to keep having fun with the Crustacean Nation. And Tiger Stacker, again, thank you so much for having me on.
Well, thank you for coming.
I got to run. Thank you so much, Tiger Stacker, for having me on. I hope we could do it again. I'll say CYO, Catch you on the next one. Thank you so much, Tiger Stacker. I really appreciate you.
Appreciate you very much. Hit the like, hit the subscribe for both channels. You got to do more than just hit the subscribe, because YouTube will take you out. So leave a comment. If I can get to 5,000 subscribers by July 4th, I'll give away 5 ounces of silver. No joke, 5 ounces by July 4th. Good night, everyone.